Hi everyone, it's Dolly. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So today I have another book haul for you, and this haul consists of a lot of the wildflowers or botanical books that I have been searching out. And you guys, I did visit my local thrift store recently. In fact, I've visited quite a few thrift stores looking for these botanical or wildflowers type books. I was able to find like a gardening book here and there, which didn't really have the types of illustrations that I wanted. So I ended up going to eBay or going on eBay to find some books. And the thing about eBay is when I went on, it was really hard for me to decide on what books to purchase because a lot of times eBay will only show you the cover of the book. Once in a while, they will show you maybe one or two pages, but they're not that great at showing a lot of the pages in the books. So with that, what I decided to do was go back to the YouTube videos that I had previously watched, where I saw a bunch of these crafty women who do journals, where I've seen them do hauls. And thanks to them, I was able to select the proper books that I wanted because a lot of them did the flip throughs on the books and they provided the names of the illustrators or the authors of the books, which was very helpful to me. So I wanted to do this video in hopes that maybe if you were in the same position that I was in, that maybe you can search out the books the same way. So you guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this because I do have quite a few books to share with you. So the first book that I found was on eBay, and this is a fairly small book. This is called Wildflowers, and I also have my iPad here, and the reason why is because I don't remember how much I paid for them, so I'm gonna reference back to it to let you guys know how much I paid. Of course, you may not pay the same price because, you know, every seller has a different price. And that's another thing I wanted to mention to you guys. If you are on eBay, make sure that when you guys are looking for these books that you press that button that says sort by price or sort by lowest price. This way, when you look up, for instance, Wildflower Spotter's Guide, this book may come up 10 times, but at least the cheapest one or the lowest priced one will come up first, and you'll have that option to know that you're getting the best deal. And also make sure you thumb through it and read on the condition of the book because, you know, it may say there are torn or missing or written pages, and you don't want that. Even, you know, if you're only paying, you know, $1 or $2 for it, it wouldn't be worth it if you're getting, you know, a bunch of pages with writing or that are torn. All right, so this is the first one that I purchased, and it is a fairly small book. This one is called Spotter's Guide to Wildflowers, and it is Christopher Humphreys, illustrated by Hilary Byrne with additional illustrations by Joyce B. and Christine Howes. So, like I said, this is a small book, but the reason why I decided to purchase this, first of all, was the price. And let me check really quick just to confirm how much I paid for this book. I know I didn't pay much for it. Okay, you guys, I paid only $2.50 for this book. It's about, guessing, 4.5 by 8, and that's just a guesstimate, you guys. I'm just eyeballing it, so don't quote me on that. So this is how thick this book is. It's not very thick, as you can see. Doesn't have too many pages, but for $2.50, I wasn't concerned about that. I do love the illustrations in this. There are a lot of colorful illustrations, and I love this book because I won't be using this to create any type of pockets or envelopes. What I'll do is I will just take this apart and use these pages individually as pages or inserts to my junk journals. So yeah, for $2, that was not a bad deal at all. So that was the first one. Here is the second one that I found on eBay, and this one is Science Nature Guides Wildflowers. And this is all about easy to do science projects, but of course there's a ton of illustrations in this, which I really loved. And again, this book I looked up based on some of the crafty YouTubers who had this same book. And I paid, first of all, let me see how much I paid for this. $3.98 for this book, but it's a good size. Let me show you how thick this is so you can kind of get an idea of how many pages there are. And it's called Wildflowers of North America. Pam Forey, edited by Angela Royston, U.S. consultant Rick Imes. Okay, so I'm going to flip through this really quick just so you can get an idea of the beautiful pages in this. As you can see, this has a ton of flowers, plants, and just gorgeous, colorful pictures. Oops, looks like that one page is stuck together. So look at how bright, how pretty these are. And I think these would look really nice in a junk journal. I like the size of these because if you look at this, one page alone is almost the perfect size for a junk journal. A traveler's notebook. The length and width of it is perfect. So each page will give you a full 2 pages actually for a TN. All right, so there's more. A lot of really very pretty, colorful pages in this book. Okay, so again, that one was $3.98. All right, so the next one is a very, very pretty book. And this one I saw several YouTubers who own this one. And it looks like you can get a lot of use out of this. This is called A Victorian Flower Album by Henry Terry with a foreword by Bridget Bolin. And let me tell you how much I paid for this one. This one was a little more pricey because it's a little thicker and you get a lot of beautiful illustrations. Okay, so I paid $7.09 for this, you guys, and I know it's used, but it is beautiful. And to be honest with you, when I was looking at this, I was very hesitant on whether I would decide to tear this apart or not, or just keep it because the pictures in this are just so beautiful. And this is pretty thick, you guys. So let me show you how thick this is. So $7 is not bad when you consider how many pages you're gonna get with this. So here you go. Let me go ahead. Oh, and I thought it was worth it also because if you look at these pages, look at the beautiful colors of these pages. They're very vintage, and I think they would look so beautiful in a vintage junk journal. I also like the fact that these pages are long, so each of the pages are shorter and longer. So again, if you were doing a traveler's notebook, you can certainly just use one page and fold it in half. And look at how many beautiful illustrations are in this. And this is why I am really torn about tearing this apart. But I figure if I use these pages in a journal, it'll be a special one. So, I mean, you know, we want all of our journals to be special, so I'm pretty sure this will be used up. But look at how beautiful. Oh my goodness, so, so pretty. So yeah, this, you guys, has quite a few pages. Look at how pretty that is. Wow. So let me just continue flipping through this because I kind of want you guys to see what all of the pages consists of. Just love these illustrations so much. Can't wait to use this, you guys. Really, really beautiful. So a few extra pages here. And this is called A Victorian Flower Album. And again, by Henry Terry. So check it out if you guys are interested in some Victorian illustrations. All right, so then I have another one, and this has got to be my favorite by far, you guys. So this right here is the most expensive that I purchased on eBay. The reason why I was willing to pay the amount that I paid for this is because of the thickness of this book and how much I'm getting for the price. So let me tell you how much I paid for this. Let me look it up really quick on my iPad here, how much I paid for it. Okay, so it looks like I paid $9.58 for this. And you're probably wondering why I would pay $9 for this. Well, this is the reason why. Let me show you how thick this book is, you guys. It's got a ton of pages of beautiful illustrations. Yes, this is how thick this book is. So you can kind of see that this book really will last me for a long time. And once I got this, I realized I probably didn't even need to buy the other books. I could have just done with this book and this would have lasted me forever. So this is called Wildflowers of the World, paintings by Barbara Everard, text by Brian D. Morley, and I'm probably butchering Barbara's last name, but it is a beautiful book, and it still had the paper cover on it. So I wanted to save that and keep that. That's really beautiful. So again, look at how many pages, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through this just so you get an idea of all of the pages and the illustrations that are in here. And one page, you guys, can give you a 2 pages for one book, because you take this page, this is how large it is. You can take one of these pages and just fold it in half. So, oh my gosh, like I was looking at this and I was thinking this book is just gonna last me forever. And I love that each page has a design or an illustration or is illustrated, and the back is all the written portion of it. I love that so much. So yeah, I'm gonna have to flip through this faster because there's quite a few pages, and I feel like it will take me forever to go through these pages and talk about each page one by one. So you can see how colorful it is, and I'm so glad I purchased it. You guys, if I had to make a recommendation on any type of wildflowers book or book on floral illustrations, I would definitely say buy this one, Wildflowers of the World. Even if you have to pay $10 or maybe even $15 for it, I would say it's well worth it, because when you add up all of the little bits and pieces of other books that you purchased that might only have a few of the colorful illustrations here and there, you know, this is really worth it. You wouldn't have to go searching out those other books, and you know, those other books that you find, like I said, sometimes you could only pull a few of the colorful pages from it, and then you waste the entire book. So yeah, if I had to do it again, I probably would have just gotten this book and then the Victorian flower album. I probably could have done without the other two, but it's okay. The other two were only like $2 or $3, and that's what you get, you guys. You can see how big this book is. So I'm going to put this aside now. I'm going to show you what I did find at my local thrift stores. I found 2 gardening books, well, 1 gardening book and 1 potpourri book. So I'm going to show you first the potpourri book that I found at my local thrift store. And at my thrift store, this book was only $1, and it's the Book of Potpourri. The reason why I got this is look at how colorful this book is. Look how beautiful everything is in here. I just love it. Everything is so bright, and I can definitely use all these pages. I grabbed this so quick because it was in the dollar section, and once I started flipping through the pages, which are really large, I knew I had to have it. Again, these pages can be folded in half to create, you know, pages for your junk journal. Look at how beautiful the colors of these potpourri flowers are. So gorgeous. So yeah, for $1, and you get this is how thick it is. And let me tell you who this is by. It's called the Book of Potpourri by Penny Black. And you know, if you want, you could look this up on eBay and see what it might cost. I haven't looked this up on eBay, but I'm sure I got a good deal for it since I didn't buy it on eBay and I bought this at the thrift store. Okay, so here is the last plant or floral book that I bought, and it is a Western garden book. And you guys, I also got this at my thrift store. I believe this was $2, and look at how thick this is. Now, the reason why I bought this was not really for the colorful illustrations, because if you look at this, the illustrations in this are pretty. They're in color, but it's a lot of written pages. So the main reason why I got this is because I want to be able to use these pages individually to make little pockets, to make envelopes, and I thought they're perfect because it has a lot of the definitions or description of the types of plants or flowers, and I would love to use these pages mainly because of the color of the pages too. They're kind of off-white, and because they're perfect for making little mini envelopes, and they do have the illustrations on the plants and the flowers, which are really pretty, and it's a thick book, so this will last me. Okay, so I'm just flipping through this really quick so that you guys get an idea of all of the beautiful pages in this. And again, I know it's mostly writing, but that's what I was looking for when I saw this book. I knew I needed a book that was large so that I could fold the pages in half, or so that I could work with the pages to create envelopes or pockets for my junk journals. Okay, so that does it for my gardening, floral, botanical books. Now I want to share with you the books that I purchased that could be used for other things. A lot of the other books that I found are either vintage or just cute children's books. So let me show you the very first book that I bought, which I guess I could consider this vintage, and I bought this at my local thrift store. It was 65 cents, and it's called Tips for Teens from Carnation. Now, this is just a pamphlet, and you guys, this one was, when was this done? I want to find the year that this was. Oh, copyright 1967, Carnation Company. So I just thought this was so cute. So it's Tips for Teens, and it says things like, parents, are they really antique adults? But it's got all kinds of really neat things that teenagers probably back in those days like to read about. Mind your manners, first aid for allowances, and romance at the range. So I guess it kind of teaches teens how to manage their money, how to cook, things like that. But I love the illustrations, very 1960s. So I thought this would be cute for a junk journal. Okay, and yeah, 65 cents. Okay, so the very next book that I purchased is this one right here, Classic Fairytales, illustrated by Renee Cloak. And I love the pages in this, you guys. It's got very thick pages, and I'm a little nervous about taking these pages out because I've purchased a book with this type of paper before. This is 1986 edition. So it does look vintage even though it was printed in 1986. Anyway, what I was saying is I get really nervous about these pages because one time I did take this type of page from an old Fairytales book that I had, and when I folded it in half, it just kind of cracked because the pages are so thick and they're old. But so anyway, look at the color of these pages and how beautiful these fairy tale illustrations are. To me, these look pretty vintage, so I think these will be fun to use in a children's junk journal, or I mean, it doesn't have to be a children's junk journal. And that's so cute. So I love the drawings or the illustrations of these little children. So cute. Look at that little match girl, old Mother Goose. So pretty, you guys. I love the colors. So yeah, this is a fairly thick book as well, so I'll get a lot of use out of the pages from this. This is how thick this one is. Okay, so these next books are illustrated by John Patience. Both of them are, this is the Snow Queen and this is Thumbelina, and they are from Hans Andersen Fairytales. So I really love these books because of the illustrations inside. They look very vintage to me, and the coloring in these just caught my eye. Let me give you an example. So this Thumbelina one, if you look at it, there's very few pages, you guys. I mean, very little pages, but look at the beautiful illustrations in this book. I couldn't believe it. And you know, tell me, is it just me? Because when I saw these, they looked really cheap. Like, they looked really thin and cheap. They almost looked like the Dollar Tree books that you find sometimes. But as soon as I opened it up, I was like, wow, these illustrations are gorgeous. I mean, I'm gonna put this closer and you tell me, are these not so beautiful? So pretty. And I could probably count the pages, but the great thing about this is these were sewn in, and I could easily remove the thread so that I could use these and not have to tear them apart. So yeah, this is the Thumbelina one. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, just love that. And this is the Snow Queen. Let me show you the pages in this. And I love the aged look of the pages and the colors that they used. Very earthy and just so beautiful. Look at that. They're very detailed. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at her hat. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Isn't that beautiful? So gorgeous. So yeah, so those are the very little or few pages that are in here, but they were only 50 cents each, so I thought that was well worth it. Okay, so then I also purchased this book, which is Big Thoughts for Little People, and it's ABCs to Help You Grow. So this book right here was, let's see when this was, oh, copyright 1983, printed 1987. And you guys, the reason why I got this is because of the size of the pages. These are perfect for folding in half and sticking in journals. And what this is it's a children's book that kind of guides you, and it's the alphabets, and it says A is for asking. We ask when we pray. God's happy to answer and help us each day. So there are these really cute little sayings or quotes and poems. B is for behave. It means doing what's right. Be happy and helpful. Don't argue or fight. So darn cute. So I'm not going to read each one, but I would like to flip through this book so that you can see how cute, how colorful each of these pages are. And I'm really excited to use this in a journal as well. And did I tell you who this is by? It's by Kenneth N. Taylor, Big Thoughts for Little People. And this was only $1. Okay, so the next book that I found is this one right here. It's Wizard of Oz. And of course, I have already found previous Wizard of Oz books, but I want to do a Wizard of Oz themed journal one day, and so it never hurts to have more than a couple of these books. And so this book right here is by L. Frank Baum, illustrated by Charles Santori, and I love the colors in this book. You guys, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It looks like Dorothy's dress. So let me go ahead and flip through this. Really pretty illustrations in this as well. So cute. Very colorful. I love the tones, the colorful kind of earthy tones in this. So yeah, I figure if I do a journal, I can take bits and pieces from this book and use it as well. It's really pretty. And this was only $1. I think a lot of the hardcover books at the thrift store that I went to were only $1. And so look at how beautiful the cover is. This is so huge. I was thinking if this was smaller, I would save the cover because you can create this and use it as your cover. But it's huge. All right, so the next book is this one right here. It's Cinderella, and this is by Ruth Sanderson, and I love the illustrations in this book. Look at how gorgeous. Now this book is just so beautiful. Look at her dress, you guys. Look at how beautiful that dress is. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. So I love the photos in this. The illustrations are just absolutely amazing. Look at the fairy godmother. Isn't that so pretty? The horse and carriage. So beautiful. Cinderella. Love that. So pretty. And again, this was only $1. Okay, so then I also found, let me show you. You guys, this one I purchased on eBay. And let me tell you how much I purchased this for. And I wasn't searching this out. I actually just saw it when I was looking through the books and decided to get it because I knew it was a fairly thick book and it was worth what I paid for it. Let me see how much I paid for it on eBay. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I actually only paid $3.98 for this, but it's a really old book and it's My Book House and it's in the nursery. So it's a collection. It's one of many collections of a series of books by My Book House, and I decided to get this because it was only $3.98. Sorry, did I say $3.94 earlier? Well, I meant $3.98 if I said $3.94. This is how thick this book is, it's a good sized book, and I love the fact that the pages are already aged, and look at how beautiful the illustrations are in this as well. There's a lot of writing and a lot of just the old vintage illustrations, so I had to get this for $3.98. I thought this would be fun to use as well. Okay, so I love the cover on this too. I'm thinking of saving this because I would love to use this as a book cover to my actual journal, and it is very aged, but I love that it gives it character. So I'm really glad I purchased this. So the next book that I found was from my thrift store, and you guys, this is a German cookbook, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and flip through it. This was only $1. It says $10, but it was not $10. It was only $1, you guys. And so it's very aged, but as you can see, it's a cookbook and it's in German. So look at how aged it is. So I thought, let me show you close up so that you can see the German writing. So I thought this would be fun and something different to put in a junk journal. Again, I think it caught my eye because of the color of the book. Really, really pretty. So, okay, and then so this one was by, gosh, you guys, I'm gonna sound ridiculous trying to say the name. I can't even read it. Das Kochbuch von Al. You guys, I sound... Man, did I butcher that name. Okay, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to show you guys if you want to know who this is by. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So this is the title, I'm sure, and this is probably who it's by. So, gosh, that's terrible. I apologize to the writer of this book. Hold on, let me show you some more information on it so that you can see. All right, so that was that for $1. Okay, so the next book that I purchased was this one, and this is a favorite, one of my favorites, because this is the new Ford Treasury of favorite recipes from famous restaurants, plus a traveler's guide to 820 outstanding eating places. You guys, when I saw this, I was just so thrilled because, first of all, it is vintage, at least what I consider vintage. It was printed, or the copyright, 1963 by Ford Motor Company. Who would have known Ford Motor Company created a cookbook type of book? And this was inside, you guys, and it says Better Homes and Garden Spice and Herb Chart. I don't know if this came with the book or if the person who owned it previously just stuck it in there, but I thought this was nice to keep. Okay, so let me show you exactly what it has in here. So this is the neat part. It doesn't look like your typical cookbook. It has all of the recipes plus different places where you can find wonderful foods. They're like the Twin Tree Inn, Landrum's Restaurant, Tradewinds Restaurant, and it shows where all of these restaurants are. Like this, the old Trading Post Inn, Restorable, let's see, where is this? This one is in Kirksville, Missouri. This one, Cheshire Inn, Fleet Street in London, La Fiesta Theater Restaurant in Chihuahua, Mexico, Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. Wow, so isn't that the neatest thing? Grandview Inn on Dublin Road. Wow. Colony Club, Omaha, Nebraska. So this is really, really neat, and I wonder if a lot of these inns even exist still. Probably not, but that would be cool if you could find it in here and it actually still exists. Isn't that the neatest thing? So I love these pages, and they are spiral bound, so that's kind of neat for a junk journal. Very, very neat. So I also love all of the recipes in here. That's kind of cool. All right, you guys, so one more book. So this next book I actually put down and then I picked up again, and I can't believe I put it down. So I found this princess book, you guys, and at first I thought, you know, because the pages are really thick, it's kind of like cardboard almost. So the pages are really thick, and I wasn't sure if I would actually be able to use this in a junk journal. And then I started flipping through it, and I realized how gorgeous the pages were, and I'm like, I can't believe I put this down. So I did get it. It's a genuine and most authentic guide. It's a princess guide. It says a glittering guide for young ladies. And look at how gorgeous these pages are, you guys. And when I got this book, I don't think anybody's ever used it. I really think this is a brand new book, because I had opened up some of these, and you can tell when the ribbon has already been opened and retied, or unknotted and retied, and it wasn't. And let me show you. I'm gonna unknot this and show you how cute this book is. It reminds me a lot of the Cecily Mary Barker fairy books, because it's very similar to how it's structured. So isn't that cute? It says Academy Royale Finishing School, and it's like a letter. It's so cute. It's like a letter to the young lady who is training to be a princess, I guess. And lessons include, it says etiquette, manners, wardrobe, accessories, health, beauty, your first banquet, your first ball, Prince Charming, and it's just so darn cute. And then here, look at the pages. You guys have to see how beautiful this book is. And there's like glitter on it, you guys. It's just so, so pretty. I couldn't stop looking at it. I had to flip through it like twice. So, and there may be some pages that have things that pop up that I'm not seeing, because last night when I was looking at it, I was noticing things that I had missed. So look at how beautiful. See, like this, you can't tell, but there's actually things underneath it, do's and don'ts. So, so pretty. And I kind of have to feel it, because otherwise I miss stuff. Like check this out. This is the neatest thing, and I didn't even see this the first time. So this is a closet, you guys. It opens up. This is a wardrobe closet, and look how beautiful this is. So you open up this wardrobe closet, and it is a princess wardrobe, you guys. And look, you can change her outfits. So you can change her hairstyle. Look, see, I know this has never been used before, you guys. It's still attached. You have to detach it. See, that's why I know this is brand new. Yeah, this has never been open. So you can choose her hairstyle or her hat, and then her top. And it's double-sided, so all of these tops you can choose from. And then her bottom, her skirt, her dress. So pretty. Isn't that so cute? I love that idea. So, so pretty. And then that closes up. And then more really neat details to the book. And then you close that. And you guys, look at how cute. All of the accessories. I love this page on accessories. So cute. And look at this fan. So even the fan has things written in it. So, so cute. Yeah, I can't take this apart. I am definitely saving this book. It's just too gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, so pretty. All that glitters. So this is all about the jewelry. And the next page, this is health and beauty. And look at this, you guys. It says secrets for lovely hair and skin. And I'm scared to take this out because I don't think it's ever, yeah, it's never been taken out. It's kind of stuck in there. I don't want to rip anything. Okay, so I'm scared to rip anything, so I'm not going to take this out yet. I'll figure this out. So this is like a pamphlet of secrets for lovely hair and skin, and then there's like a tag that flips over. Can't really tell because there's so much writing in this. Look how beautiful this is. There's Rapunzel and her hair, and again, this is on health and beauty page. And then this is your first banquet. How cute. And it tells you your bread and butter plate, your knife, your dessert spoon and fork, and the order of the all of your utensils. Isn't that cool? Mealtime etiquette, banquet book, and I wonder if this opens. Yes, it does. So here is your banquet book. And look, you guys, there are these little inserts on conversation. That is so cute. It says, "Isn't the weather marvelous for this time of the year? What are you reading at the moment? What do you think of it? Have you ever been to a coronation, a royal wedding, a concert? Tell me about it." How cute. They even tell you what to discuss and what to talk about. That is just too adorable, you guys. Okay, so here's the next page, and this is your first ball. And then there's like a little card in here. I don't know what this is, but it says, oh, it's the invitation to the ball. That's so cute. All right. Can't tell if I'm missing anything. This is Prince Charming, all about Prince Charming. How will I know it's him? Isn't that so funny? Oh my gosh, I wish I had found this book when my 3 girls were only little. They would have loved this so much. But again, if I show this to them, they'll probably still love it at their age. So here are some more little inserts, notes. It looks like a little letter. So cute. Probably another letter in here. Let's see what this is. Yeah, these are all letters. Very cute. I'm not going to read them to you, but they're really cute letters, you guys. So another one in here. I don't think these have been opened before. Yep, really, really cute. So how adorable. So let me go ahead and let you see this page. It's really cute. Okay, so that was the last of my books, you guys. I really enjoyed this haul. Can't wait to dig into these books for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul, and let me know if you like watching these hauls, because I love watching hauls myself. So it gives me an idea of what type of books I want to look for. And again, thanks to the many wonderful YouTuber ladies out there who do the junk journals and show their books, because otherwise I would not have known what type of books to buy on eBay. So you guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.